HSTO has come out with a COVID-19 treatment, which of course everyone cares about and is international news if anything. They ran pretty hard yesterday, but came back down to $1 again very quickly. Because we've been seeing that, right? Lately, things that should be flying do not tend to fly. It's all about AMC and GameStop. One of the most interesting things yesterday, though, was ALF. ALF took off yesterday. Holy shit. It went all the way to 16. And then I think last I sold was at 12. And I stopped really watching it. I got busy. But when I came back to it later into the day, it was at 14. I thought that was going to be the top. It just kept going. 15, 16. And then had what I would say is a healthy pullback. Probably going to make it back up there this morning as well, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in order for that right now. Let's see, what am I working with? Not much. Alright, I'm still waiting for this. I don't know what happened to Torch that it sank so hard. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't buy ALF right now. I should probably pick up more Torch while it's cheap to lower my average and then get this off. See, how many of these can I get? 20. Yeah, that should. Oh, I keep forgetting. Check the box, right? Yeah, so that should lower my average as well. And hopefully this makes a pretty nice recovery move today and we can hop off. Yeah, that's good. Okay. But yeah, ALF should definitely be making a pretty decent reversal today. Yeah, what else is popping? HSTO, though, I'm not sure if it's really going to do anything else today. It had its moment, I think yesterday. Let me see how much it even went to yesterday. So yesterday it started the day at like $1. Hit 116, sank, hit 118, and then just died again. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they work on all kinds of things that are pretty intriguing, but nothing has really succeeded. Like, they don't have a hair stimulating complex that actually has succeeded in the market and is doing anything. But you know, they did make COVID treatment, so there's that. Yesterday we were watching GSAT as well, right? And you can see it's been on a pretty interesting, crazy trend. Still pointing up today also. Definitely gonna break $2. Again, I've already put all my money. Oh, is it still a little low? Let me check that real quick. But yeah, I put all my money into freaking litecoin, so I'm just waiting for that crypto reversal to occur. And looks like it's not all dying that bad anymore. I'm not sure what happened that changed, but recently crypto is on its way back up. So, you know, on a very funky way, but Bitcoin was down to like 29, Litecoin was at like 100 almost. So as long as it's pointing back up, I just need to break that. Didn't really think it was going to break below 150 that bad, but it did. It did go below 150. So I've got my positions in Litecoin. I've got my position in Doggy while these things were on sale. They went on more sale, which is definitely a better price to buy it at, but that's, you know, that's the life. I'm happy with where I grabbed it. It's okay. So that being said, I can't really grab many positions right now, but I did pick up more Torch just now, just to lower my average, because I picked it up while it was still booming, and it kept booming. Look at that. If he's having that kind of success at 14, he's definitely in for a very good future. So that's pretty fun. I'm happy to hear that, man. GSAT was very intriguing. Yeah, yesterday. I think it'll break 2 today. And then we have to see if it keeps going. Like if it goes past 210, maintains that 220, then there's a chance it'll just keep going this week. You know, is it? But being that it's already up 50% for the week, it hasn't really had any moment where it had a what you would call a healthy pullback. Like, you know, it does these little things like that, but that's literally just, remember that Robinhood graphs are really bad with proportions. So this drop from there to here is really just 10 cents, but then it kept a pretty good stable support and boomed again. Again, it's having a pretty decent support, and right now it's 4 cents away from hitting $2. So pretty sure it's going to make it. HSTO may have a tiny jump up this morning, but then it'll be nothing much. I don't think it'll do anything else. I'm also intrigued to see. I was gonna pick up more shares in ALF, but I don't have funding available right now. Yesterday ALF just, I have no idea why, but went off at 1622. I mean, you know, they're doing a lot of things with artificial intelligence computers. If you look up articles on ALF, they're coming up with really nice things they're going to be installing into a bunch of cars out there, into a bunch of Ubers. So, you know, they're definitely working on some very interesting stuff. And then I've also been sharing with you guys this website, stockbeam.com. So as soon as the market opens, right, this website is a very dynamic website, and I freaking love it. It's amazing because yesterday this was the website that was showing us everything that was just starting to take off, and we were able to get in before it actually took off for many other things. And throughout the day I was sharing the same calls in the Discord channel as well. I also like to organize the list in order of price so we can look at the cheapest things first, because I like to grab things that are cheap, not really looking to buy things that are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Yeah, it's a free website, man. Surprisingly, it's free. I'm not logged in or anything here. StockBeep is just a stock scanner, and it's dynamic, so it keeps changing as the day goes on and as things are happening. So as soon as 9:30 a.m. hits and the market opens, you'll see that things start shifting around, and most of this is going to change. Like this is from yesterday, when yesterday closed, this is where it froze, and then that's it. And then you can see there's a bunch of other filters you could use up there, right? Stocks moving up now, stocks moving down now, stuff like that. Amazing stuff here. Like, one of the things that really upset me is when a lot of these Discord servers, the people start posting things like as if they caught things like a god, and it's very intriguing to me. You know, they'll see ALF hit $16, and then they'll comment, "Oh, ALF 16 making money," but they probably weren't even holding a position in ALF. So, you know, it's really interesting. A lot of people will post things saying that they profited X, Y, and Z, but they didn't profit. It's just that ALF went up 140%. Not that they actually profited 140%. It's not like they caught it before it went up. But to be honest, this website has been the closest I've seen in reality to almost catching something before it actually goes up. You start to see the hype that's coming. It's almost like paying for level 2 data, if anything. And that I've been really enjoying. So we'll see. We'll come to this again as soon as it's 9:30. And we'll see what's jumping up. But as you can see, GSAT is here. Made some big moves yesterday. Right? And the other guys that also made, like BBIG actually made it back to 5 yesterday, broke $5, and then right now it was able to hold 5, so even today it's still $5. You know, and it's you never know what it's gonna do. BBIG is kind of weird. It starts jumping out of nowhere. You know, it's been pretty high at times, so it can do anything. GSAT is slowly creeping towards $2 right now. Some other things I'm watching IDRA today, HSTO, ENTX. ENTX also has news. But how promising the news is a different story. And then let me grab this real quick. just want to check up on all my little stocks that I have open in different tabs on this laptop, just to see if any of them are doing anything interesting, because there's a lot to watch from like earlier this month, sometime earlier last month. We've been compiling a whole list of stocks that we caught going up. We didn't really buy them, but we saw them going up, like RMED, for example, PTIX, ADMP. You know, ADMP is a dollar stock, literally. Like, I like to keep up with it to see if they're getting close to doing something, because then that would be the time I would grab a position in that. You know, AEMD, we want to pick up at $5. APRE, we'd like to pick up at $4. And these are all guys that have done some really good work. You know, so we'd like to see what's happening there. Even KTRA, the stock that I had purchased at too high of a price because of Robinhood bullshit, is back to the price I had purchased it at. I had to sell it at a loss, but today, after like, I think it's been 2 to 3 weeks now, it's finally back to its $2.19. I had purchased it at $2.15, and I'm guessing they probably have some interesting news too. Then let me see what they did. Final patient in phase 2 clinical trial. Yeah, but this was June 3rd. Yeah, maybe they're about to release news. I'm not sure. I don't see anything. You know, but they work on a brain tumor, so that's what the glioblastoma. They work on brain tumors, so I'm guessing they might be on the verge of releasing something. But I'm not gonna be buying KTRA because, unfortunately, when I had bought it, as soon as my order filled, it wasn't a limit order. It filled it at 215, and then right after that it went down to like 160, 170, and for the longest time it stayed at that. So I had to take a pretty big L on that, and I had to sell it because I needed the money to put it into something else that was about to boom. But I still keep an eye on it just in case. Just in case it's something I do want. Alright, so all in all, things are still sitting where I want them to be sitting. There's one weird stock that randomly started taking off again yesterday, ACST. I've had a pretty decent 3,000 share position in this at 0.56 cents, and it's at 67 today. I'm watching this as well. I'm hoping today it'll reach $1. If it does, I'll probably sell it. But if it starts going way past $1, I'll continue holding it. This ACST and ADXS are my two big swing plays. Here I have a significantly larger position with 20,000 shares, where, you know, these are literally penny stocks in medicine, right? If they decide someday to take off, it'll be a pretty, so these are basically my swing plays. It'll be a pretty epic moment, because this, I'm in at 0.51 cents. If I had more funding available, I would pick it up again and try to lower my average even more. But all in all, if this ever, you know, if whatever they work with, because they do work on something really significant, which is cancer immunotherapies, right? So we all care about that. If at any point their cancer immunotherapy clinical research breaks out and they make a good progress, this can easily go to $2 to $3. At which point I would be more than tripling or quadrupling my income, my profits, and you know, that'd be beautiful. Similarly, also waiting on ORPH to boom again. So with ORPH and Torch, in both of them, I was buying and selling because it was just going up and up. And then I bought another position into it because I thought it would keep going up, which, you know, fair thinking. I didn't make a heavy position in there. I had only picked up like 40, and then I just bought 20 more this morning to lower my average. And it came back down. Torch had a pretty big pullback yesterday, right? After hours, it just, look at this. Like, actually, pretty much all of yesterday. This is all of yesterday. It just went down. So, you know, looking for the boom again today. ORPH, again, it was doing something interesting. Then it came back down. So, well, we can't really see it, but we've been in here mainly. And it keeps going up and down. It might go again maybe today. It's pointing up, so that's nice. I wouldn't unload it though. If it reaches $8, I wouldn't unload it. I would keep holding it because this thing randomly just goes off to crazy levels, right? So if it goes, it goes, and you just let it go. Keep going with it. There you go. GSAT should be hitting $2 pretty soon. Joe, did your son sell it already? Wait, you're telling me your son bought a call option, or did he actually buy shares and it went up? AEI. Well, AEI has been a little weird, right? Because it's also not really performing how we would expect it to. What is this? What did this thing? Oh, nice. There you go, Litecoin. Do your thing, crypto. Come back up. Come back up. Let's keep this going. Yeah, what was AEI? AEI. Let's see. I mean, yeah, depends on when you got in. I think you told me you've been holding a pretty good position and you think it'll go up more. Um, I mean, if we look at it, let's actually look at what they've been up to. Let's see if they've been up to anything really, anything major new. $2 call for $32 when it was $184. Nice. Yeah, so this thing that they're waiting to do, AEI, right? The e-homes with Tesla and all that. This already caused them to have a nice boom. When they start posting more news about this actually showing success, right? That it's been implemented and it's all going well and all that, then I'm gonna say that they will take off. So basically, it's a moment of patience right now. You want to be patient with it. It will definitely. I can imagine that by the end of the well, I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take them to do their thing, but eventually it is definitely gonna get to $10. That's without a doubt, because they are doing things that are pretty new, right? And people want it. It's not something that any other company is really doing, and people have very good sentiment here as well. They're all buying it. It's on a positive trend. It's not dying. It's not sinking dead. So at any moment it might blow up. So it's a pretty good hold if you have a good position in it. So Tesla. I mean, if Tesla keeps posting more news about AEI, that's even better. That is even better. So I would hold. If you have a good price that you got in at, I would hold. Anyone that got in before the spike over here, definitely hold. If you got in at the $7 price, continue holding. Don't sell for a loss. Remember, a loss is only a loss once you make it a realized loss, which is when you sell. So don't sell. No need to sell a stock you know is going to come up. Still waiting on this too. So I have a lot of my funding stuck in these first few stocks right here, mainly these three: ADXS, Regulus, and EVFM. Besides what I've put into crypto. So whenever they turn green, if they break the barriers that I've bought them at, they will definitely go up a lot more, and I'll just submit a limit order and get out of them. Yeah, so Ali, there you go. You see, like I was being very straight up, right? If you bought it at the $7 price, that's okay. It's fine. Again, it was very unpredictable. Anything could have happened, right? When you bought it, let's say you bought it at this tip, 736, it could have kept going. It could have kept going. It could have had a crazy breakout to 10, 15, who knows? You never know what's gonna happen. It's fine. Whatever price you got in at, you want to hold it, all right? Because this is a promising common stock. It's not one that's gonna just die out. So just stay confident, be patient, wait for it. Wait for it. It will do its thing. When it goes back up, keep an eye on it. Don't sell immediately, and reap the benefits. But at this point, people like to call it a bag holder. I like to call it that you're now an investor in it rather than a day trader in it. Right? You've invested into AEI, so now you're just gonna relax, kick back, wait for it to do its thing, and then sell whenever you feel like it. You know. So that's the thing there. This is so close. There you go. It's about to hit $2 now. So that's basically it for GSAT. We have 9 more minutes until the market opens, and then we get to see what's gonna happen. So ENTX is starting to move too now. It looks like it's about to hit $7. They've been working on a couple things. I'm surprised the news for ENTX isn't on FinViz, but let's look at it here. ENTX, excuse me. It should be hitting $7 today. Like if I had funding, I would have picked it up at the opening morning. Let me see if anyone posted a link for their news thing. Someone posted it on Discord, but I can't find it anymore. Yeah, Wish has been crazy. Wish has been really crazy. It was a really good swing play for a lot of people. Clove, I've already made money off of. I wouldn't bother making more money off of that anymore. MOXC is a little too high priced. Like all these people sharing these interesting lists. This is always good to look at. Okay, I like these two, RETO and SEAC. Let me just open tabs for them over here because those are penny stocks, and penny stocks are fun. RETO, what is that? And SEAC. Okay. Sea Change International. Sea Change is an advertising company, and it's at $1.25. But it boomed up overnight from $1.06 to $1.25. Ooh, wow. Okay. Again, if only I had money available. But I have my positions that I'm holding in things, and every day is just about watching it. It's a little less stressful for me, but I like to share what you guys can be doing, right? So definitely want to pick this up, sell. I would buy this with a limit order of maybe 7 or 720, depending on how you're feeling, and then watch for the pullback, buy it again, that kind of stuff. If you're day trading, IDRA, same thing. I would pick this up, relax, kick back, because remember, a lot of the days we've been seeing this. By the way, a lot of the days what happens is that something will sink in the morning. You see this like that, and then by like the end of the day, come back up to being where it was or much higher. So you could either wait and try to catch it at a sink, but then you're kind of waiting on a sink that may not happen, or you could buy it and then just relax, right? So that's another thing, because look at this day, for example. People bought it, it went up, people sold. I was those people. Then at the end of the day it started sinking, then the next morning it boomed. So that's another thing that can happen. Sometimes when you hold, it will be rewarding. ALF today, I'm hoping that, well, not hoping, I'm predicting that it's going to come back up to 16, 17, possibly break that again. And if it maintains the momentum it was having yesterday, it should go past $20. So, yesterday's momentum was pretty insane. It doubled, right? It went from opening the day, and I don't even remember if it was 950. I thought it was a little less than that, but let's say it was this 950 to almost approaching $18. So I would say that it's gonna do its thing today. Last thing I'm waiting to see is once the market opens, I want to see how this changes up for today. Excellent website for watching and learning and keeping a tab on things, because this almost feels like level 2 data. And then you just go for it. I also sometimes what I do is I'll take a screenshot of this area right here, so that when this updates for 9:30 a.m. today, I can compare, you know, what it was yesterday in terms of volume and market cap and percent change, and what it is today. You know, and then you get to make an informed decision. So there you go with ENTX making it to $7. Right? Anyone that had a $7 sell limit order, it would have filled. And then at at some point it may have a pullback or it may keep going, but it's supposed to have pretty good movement today. So it's doing its thing. GSAT's being really shy about hitting $2. This is always so frustrating if you actually have a $2 limit orders waiting and it won't fill because it wanted $2. Um, and hopefully today I can unload. Remember, I'm treating this as a small account now, right? Because I'm working with less than $1,000 actually available to use. So I'm trying to get that to blow up, right? So I need to get the money out of here. I'm hoping this hits. What did I have? Oh, I have a limit order ready for $3.20. So hopefully that hits and fills. This, I'm not sure what it's going to do today, but it's been a very hyped up stock. So I don't think it should have much trouble breaking this and keep going to 10 again. In ACST, I'm going to sell today, but I'm going to watch right now and see how it does throughout the day because it should get to $1. Whereas the other guys is just going to be a continuous hold. I might at the end just end up investing more money into picking up more of this, but I'm not sure yet. Really just depends on when crypto decides to actually go green. Doesn't want to hit $2. ALF is cheaper than what it started at, right? It's going down. It went to 14.50 at a point. See, ENTX is about to hit that $7.20. That would be the limit order I would actually fill. I would kind of pull out of that at that limit order because their news isn't that crazy. But once it hits 720, it may have a downfall and then go up again. If you're day trading and scalping, then you can keep grabbing multiple positions in there. You know, with penny stocks, it's fun when you can actually pick up like 10 to 20,000 shares of them, because then every cent it goes up is a really fucking nice feeling. But I've already got those positions held, and I'm not too far from them becoming green. Not too far. Although I would like to pick them up at this cheaper price if I had more funding available. I think if either one of these becomes green, whichever one becomes green first, I'll sell and then put that money into the other one if it's still at a lower price than my average cost, to lower my average, make it green quicker, get out of it. After I've taken the green from both of them, I'll probably put more into here if this is also still cheaper than my average, and try to make this maybe 30,000 shares and just kick back and relax for the day this starts to boom off. Because we've all seen enough of those penny stocks like these two, ACST and ADXS, that randomly one day decided they were going to release some good news and just take the fuck off. And the best catch I've had, and I'm not sure if I was streaming at that time, but the best catch I had was ANVS. You know, I had multiple moments of just scalping it where I was able to sell it at 90 because they had this their Alzheimer's breakthrough, and that was a huge boom, a massive run from 40 to literally just going on to 90. So they've done good, and now they're actually holding there because their treatment, the stuff they're coming up with for these neurodegenerative disorders has been very successful. Same thing with BTX, except I fucked up and forgot to sell. I got busy. This was also another boomer, that just took off like crazy. And I bought it again at a cheaper price just to lower my average, but I had forgotten to sell it. That was my issue there. Why is it not showing more of my history? This is all it's showing. That's interesting. Which happens. It's perfectly okay. As soon as they release more news on their immunotherapeutics, I should easily be able to break this average, and then I'll miss out on getting new greens on it, but at least I'll be able to make it green. So there's that. And it is 9:30 now. So let's see what's happening. Market has opened. We're looking at Orphazyme is looking pretty sexy right now. Torch, LKCO being sus. BBIG coming back down. AEI taking off. So that's good. It's approaching the $7. It's about to hit 6 today. GSAT, I'm not sure if this ever actually made it to 2, but let's see. It should be able to make a comeback. ENTX probably about to have that pullback. Let's see what this website's looking like now. Yeah, refresh. So here we are. Grand Tierra Energy was also pretty popular yesterday. And you see how it's kind of moving around, so it's definitely got that dynamic aspect to it. I'm happy to see LKCO here as well, so should be seeing some good movement in that. BTX is also, well, BTX has been popular for quite a while now. If I have my list organized in price order, so the further down I go, the more expensive it gets, where of course Facebook is showing up. Yeah, so I have been keeping an eye on GTE, but I haven't seen anything crazy happen for it yet. And I don't have funding to grab a position, but it's pretty cheap, so if you have funding to grab a position in it, it would be a good position to grab. Other than that, I'm not really seeing anything else here that I'm very enticed by. But this is like a website you watch throughout the day. Like, you keep this open, on one of your tabs. When I'm showing it to you guys, so I have it here. Otherwise, I would have it on my lower window, and I would just keep it open there, see what's moving, see what's showing good movement. You can also organize this in order of volume to see what has the highest volume, and of course Wish has been going crazy lately, right? So Wish has been, and in fact I think Wish had a pullback yesterday. So we're done looking at this. I've already mentioned this to you. So Wish had a pretty interesting run, and actually today is just flying again. Yeah, it's breaking 14. So a bunch of people that I follow and work along with had their positions that they grabbed at like these ranges around here, the $10 and $11, and they've been swinging it. They're having fun with it. And today is another day that it looks like it's got really high volume, so it's going off. Organizing this in volume shows you a bunch of information that's of course relevant for who's buying and trading, what's being bought and traded, and if something you're holding is being bought and traded here in this list, then hopefully it's going to be going up today. And that's basically it, right? So Histo's not really doing any booming. It may later on. GSAT broke $2. There we go. All right, this is probably going to keep going. AEI is still pointing up, so there's that. Orphazyme taking off. So this is beautiful. All right, I'm hoping to get this off today. If this breaks, I'll probably sell it at like, I'm hoping to sell it at 10. That'd be a pretty nice spot to sell it at. TRA Torch still deciding to go down like an idiot. It is what it is. ALF is also still going down, which really just means that you should keep an eye on it, because this artificial intelligence stuff is bound to boom. So if you can get a good price on it to get in, then you're golden. Just do it. Really can't wait for this to become green. It's not even that far. Not even that far. Just go a few cents, and then we can get on. That's about it. So if you're in the Discord server, you'll hear more about what I'm doing as the day goes on, and then definitely continue using this website. I found it randomly, I'm not sure, on some forum or something, and it has been, I would say without a doubt, a game changer, because it's just really helpful. You know, you get to see what's happening, and you get to keep an eye on things that are gaining attention, like predictive. What is this? Predictive oncology. Wow, cancer. Another great stock to hold a pretty big position in. Let me add this to my list over here, because cancer is a booming economy. That is one of your things where you know it's gonna blow up the moment they figure anything out. So yeah. If I get more funding, I will definitely go ahead and try to see if I can grab maybe 1,000 of this and hold it. POAI. Okay. So you see how I just discovered POAI just because of that website? Like, I wouldn't have known about it if someone didn't post it or something. But this is pretty awesome. And then what I do, and you know, I share my research methods and all that with you guys, right? So like, I found it here, right now with you guys online, and then oops. And then what I would do is I would move over to here, stock twits, and just see what people are saying about it. Now remember, these are people talking, so a lot of them are just hopeful people. You don't take their word for it, but it's good to see what they share. Sometimes they actually share factual information, and of course you can go to Finviz and see what they're doing. If there's any news or data about what they're working on. So it looks like they're working with a lot of money because of big partnering. You know, and I would have to read more about each of these articles and get a better understanding before I make a big position in there. But you know, it's nice. It's been booming. It's been booming, and it's in penny stocks. Remember, penny stocks are booming if they're going up by pennies, right? If they're going up at a cent a day or something, that is a boom. And I guess that's it for today. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining, and I will catch you guys again tomorrow morning.